The videos that you're about to see are very important videos, at least to help you navigate certain things that you might not know about, that tends to do with both spirituality, how it affects the mind, and how it affects reality. This is a very sensitive subject matter, so I want you to just pay attention and see what I have to show you. I always like to add a little bit of spice to it.
Not everybody will get what I'm about to say right now, but trust me, if you understand what I'm about to say right now, you're going to attract everything you want in this life. You're going to attract the money, good relationships. In fact, your mood, that depression that you think is holding you, it will leave your body immediately. So I want you to listen carefully, save and watch this video if you must. So let's get straight to the point. Now, to get anything you want in this life, you must first understand that we as human beings, we are a mass of energy and we flow on frequencies. Stay with me. I'm sure you must have been in a situation where you're finding it difficult to achieve a certain result with somebody or a particular group of people. And when you're asked why, you'll be like, oh, our energies don't match, or you're not just flowing at the same frequency. Yeah, it is very possible. And it applies to every other thing in this life. Wait, come, let me show you something. Everything in this life is vibrating at different frequencies. So if you find yourself always broke, always sick, always sad, it means you're operating on this frequency. That is why you keep attracting poverty, sickness, sadness. So if you want to attract wealth, health, and happiness, it means you have to vibrate at this frequency. So the big question is, how do you get to this frequency? Follow me for part 2.
We've heard about the law of attraction and how you can attract certain things to yourself.
Well, I hope so.
Whether knowingly or unknowingly, the same way you can attract the good things to yourself, that is the same way you can attract the negative things to yourself. So what she's saying about vibration now is the level at which you reason, the level at which you think. We vibrate on different levels. That's the reason why you can't get along with certain people, because of the way they vibrate. And for you to elevate your stand in life, you have to increase your vibration. The more you increase your vibration, the more life opens up to you, and the more you are able to get more out of life.
You don't say.
Because the higher you go, the better it is, and the steadier the vibration is. It's a very cumbersome topic which you still need to read for yourself, and you see how you can create the life you want out of any situation that you are. I know that sometimes you might look at these things and you feel like it's just what people say, it's just how it is, but you can actually move from point A to point B, not knowing how you get to point B, just trusting that life is going to reveal the path to you. All you need to do is to take action. Action is the watchword. Take action and see how life opens itself up to you. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, you guys, so I just had this epiphany and I feel like I need to minister to you people. This is something talking through me. But I was watching a creator yesterday and she was talking about how space and time is constant. Like, it's constant and doesn't change. And we move through time. But that means time in itself is constant. That is why people say the concept of time is not real. Because the past, present, and future all exist all at the same time and you're moving through them. So the only thing that is moving is you, right? So to further buttress our point, let's say you're staying in Lagos. Right now, we're all in Lagos, right? I'm in Lagos, right? Just because I'm in Lagos does not mean Abuja does not exist. Abuja exists. But in order for me to get to Abuja, I have to move from Lagos to Abuja. As I am moving from Lagos to Abuja, I am not creating Abuja. Abuja already exists. I have to move from Lagos to Abuja. That's how time works. Now, I don't want to sound like a crazy person, but yeah, there's a law in physics. I think it's law of conservation of energy. That states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one, form to another, right? Now that we know that, and we also know that time and space is a constant and they don't move and we are moving through it. If we apply that to our goals, what does that tell you? Everything you ever want and everything you've ever dreamed of already exists. Because you're not creating nothing. Now, the reason why a lot of you guys don't follow through with your goals and your ideas and your vision is because you feel like you need to create it. That means you will say, oh my God, I can't follow through with my ideas because I don't have the money to create it. I don't have the means to create it. Now, remember what I said about conservation of energy. And if you guys also know that your thoughts and your ideas are energy, what did I say about energy? I said energy can neither be created nor destroyed. In that light, it means those ideas already exist. You have to move to them. Does that make sense? There's something in quantum physics, it's called superposition. Superposition shows that a particle, an electron, can exist in multiple states at once until it is observed. That means everything you want already exists. Like I was telling my boyfriend, right now I'm in Nigeria. Does that mean Thailand does not exist? Does that mean America does not exist? Does that mean London does not exist? It exists. If I want to go to London, what I have to do right now is get London visa, enter plane, pew, move. I'm in London. Same way you should address your goals. The fact that you can think about a goal, it already exists. So all you have to do right now is focus on that goal and move into that person that you already are. Does that make sense? Now, the place that you guys fuck up is when you have a goal and then you're like, well, it's not possible for me to achieve that goal. It's like you saying America does not exist. That's what you just said. Just because you can't see America right now, because a lot of you guys have not been, then you're not like, oh yeah, it doesn't exist. Are you listening to yourself? Exactly. That's how you sound when you are like, oh my god, that might go. It's not possible. It's not. It doesn't exist. Yeah, that's how you sound. Like, do you see how you sound now? So every time you have a goal and you want to give up on that goal, and you're like, oh my god, I don't see the possibility, and there's a vision in your mind, the picture is playing in your mind of this person. Let's say you're dreaming of you having a beautiful family, you having the money that you want to have and everything, and that picture is constantly playing in your mind. It's so real in your mind, so vivid, and then you are now saying, well, it's just a mind thing, it does not exist. It's like you saying, oh, well, America does not exist, there is only Nigeria that exists in the world. Exactly, that's what you said. Yeah, that's just what you said. Think about it. Bye.
I can try to break this down to the best of my ability, but it will be very long and confusing. It will start to sound like if I'm crazy, but flow with me for a bit.
Here we go again.
The first thing that she made reference to is time, and how time is an illusion, that the past, present, and future, they are all happening at the same time. I don't know if you've seen this movie, Everything, Everywhere, All the Time. It's a very crazy movie that goes back and forth, but the concept is the same with what she's saying, that time is flexible, and it has been proven. If you are moving at the speed of light, you age slower. For example, if you put a timepiece and it's moving at the speed of light, and the other timepiece is just constant, the timepiece moving at the speed of light moves slower than the one that is just on its own. It has been proven. You can read about it. I forgot the name of the theory, but when I get it, I'll put it on the screen. So what she's saying in essence is that when you have a concept in your mind, that is where the real process happens. That is where everything happens. There's this thing I always tell my closest friends. I tell them that we have 3 states of being. Every human being, in fact, not just human being, everything that manifests in this 3-dimensional reality.
So awesome!
So these are the 3 dimensions that we are living. That is, we can control these 3 dimensions. They are above it. Now the 4th dimension is time. And time is above us. That's why we can't be at the past and at the future at the same time that we are at this present moment. That's just how it works. I've lost track of what I was trying to say, but as we have these 3 states of being, the body, the mind, and the spirit, these 3 states, they control you as a person, with the lowest being the body, which would always pass away. Then the mind is as a result of your body interacting with your environment. It helps build the mind. The spirit is eternal. It's always there. Now, for you to manifest anything in this 3-dimensional reality, because basically everything is made up of the same essence, the same fundamental building blocks that made the laptop I'm using. That's the same fundamental building blocks that made the chair you're sitting on. It combines in different ways to form different things. The way it combined to form a dog is different from the way it combined to form a goat. The same way is different from the way it combined to form man. But the thing that really matters most is the spirit within man, is the spirit within you. Now, why are we different, or how are we different from all other creatures that God has created, or that the universe has kept us together with? Whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a Hindu, you're a Buddhist, It's still the same fundamental principle that guides us.
I don't understand.
There evidence. It's left for you to figure it out for yourself. Like I said before, I deviated from my original thought process. Spirit is the thing that controls you, that controls every facet of your being. When the spirit leaves the body, both the mind and the body dies. That's why some people, they will tell you that they are brain dead. Their spirit has left the body. They are still alive. Everything is still okay. But that spark, that thing that animates the body, which is the spirit, is no longer there. So the body is as good as dead. The body is not functioning. And if the spirit is not there, the mind can't function. And if the mind can't function, the body can't function. Now, you can still go into details and say, okay, what is this mind made up of? That is when you start talking about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the part of the mind that is strongly related to the spirit. The conscious mind is the part of the mind that is strongly related to the body. Now, the conscious mind is like the masculine energy of the mind. The subconscious mind is the feminine energy.
What did you say?
Where manifestation happens, it's always in that feminine side. It's always in that feminine energy. Anywhere you go to in the world, whether you're talking about humans or you're talking about plants or you're talking about, it is the feminine side that brings about reproduction or that brings about manifestation, that is bringing something from the unknown into the known universe. Now, how do you do these things? You are in control of your mind. You can't control the subconscious mind because you are not, like I said, we are mostly in touch with our physical side. That is our material body, our three-dimensional nature. So we are mostly inclined to be grounded with our conscious mind, with our physical body. Now, this is where the magic happens. Like I said, the subconscious mind is the feminine side of your being. When you have a thought process, when you have something in mind that you want to bring into reality, you don't know how you bring it into reality. But knowing fully well that your conscious mind is the masculine part of your being, you hold it within you. When you hold it within you, you think of it, you process it, you continue putting it within yourself. Before you know what is happening, it has impregnated the subconscious mind with the seed of that thought process. Now, the subconscious mind will find a way to bring it into reality. That is not your part to know. That is not your part to bring to the physical world. It is the subconscious mind that will do that, to bring it from the ether.
That's more spooky to me.
This is a very deep conversation which I never planned getting into, but because of the way the video is and the way I saw it, I decided to just tap into it a little bit. It's a very deep way of understanding the fundamentals. That is the building blocks. I'm not talking about every other thing now. I'm talking about the fundamentals of life. And when you go across all religion, across every discipline, in one way or the other, that is what they are still trying to teach you. Though they won't tell you about this part right now, though they won't really delve into it and try to make you understand, because they are giving you a watered down version of it.
Blow my mind.
Put yourself on game. You need to read about these things. There are so many books you can read about. There's this guy, Thomas Trowell. There's this book he wrote, The Creative Process. You should read it. These are the things that when you understand, you realize that you can actually bring things from the unmanifested into the manifested just by the power of your consciousness. Because that is the only powerful energy. That's the only energy that brings about change, that brings about development. Just the way a seed, given enough time, when you cultivate it properly, will turn into a tree. That's the same way a thought, given enough energy, given enough time, will turn into reality. You don't need to understand the process. Just the way you don't understand the process the seed go through to turn into a tree, that's the way you won't understand the process the subconscious mind brings about these things that you've thought about into reality. It will only take time, and like we've discussed earlier, time is inconsequential. Time is an illusion.
The truth is, a time will come, right? You will no longer be moved by money, body, cars, the investment the person has made, you will no longer be moved about that anymore. You'll not be looking for clarity, you'll be looking for peace, you'll be looking for stability. You'll no longer be bothered about Nyash, you'll no longer be bothered about if he has money or not. You just be looking for someone that will keep you, hold you down, someone that is grounded, someone that actually loves you. You'll be craving for peace.
Most people, they've not gotten to this point in their life for them to realize that there are things that matters more than how a person appears and what a person has.
For sure.
There are some people that they've not gotten to this realization, and telling them these things is like you just wasting your time. But there comes a time in a man's life, in a woman's life, that she is not moved by money and he is not moved by just the physical appearance. That's just very simple and straightforward. Instead, you go for connection, through genuine connection. That's why sometimes you see guys talking about, man, these ladies are these ones are like that, because of they didn't prioritize the right things they should have prioritized in a partner. They prioritize maybe their physical look, maybe they are athletic, they are well built, they are well spoken, and all of these other things, instead of prioritizing the innate value that person can provide to them.
For some ladies, one day you will meet a man with potentials, with genuine intentions, that is not moved by your nyash, and you will not have anything to offer. Yes, there are men like that. I know some of the men that you meet as they have made this thing look like, oh, it's just about the yash, knacking and all of that. One day you will jam a man that your figure 8, your big yash, send down. Then you will know that you are empty. Then you will know that all these years that you've been on earth, you've not been able to do anything with your life. Then you will know that there is not so much to you. Yeah, there are men like that. Forget all these ones that will just they are crazy about it. There are men that are not. They are looking for quality, not that you're big bum, that you're big yash. Yes, and they will that's when you will know that really follow. Yes, if you don't add value to your life, they follow celebrities where they do BBL. That's what you are focused on. They go clear you one day.
Almost every time you ask a lady what kind of man she wants, she has a list of things that she wants. Okay, if you meet your ideal man, are you the ideal lady for him?
What kind of a question is that?
That is one thing that most ladies don't tend to understand. They mostly put their value, they mostly put their worth in their physical appearance. And there's a level that a man must have evolved to, that those things, they don't really matter. It's not like if you won't appreciate it, don't get me wrong, he would appreciate it, but it is not to the level of sacrificing what really matters for it. It won't be appreciated to the point that he would lose focus of his values, things that he values in a partner, just because of the way you appear. That won't work. That won't work. Ladies should always try, in as much as you are doing good, you should always add value to yourself. When you have conversations with people, at least know the way the world works, understand how things are connected. I know that so many ladies that are well-rounded, when you speak with them, you'll be like, wow, this lady is very intelligent, or this lady is well-grounded. But the vast majority, they are focused on the mundane. They are focused on the aesthetics. They are not focused on quality. They are focused on aesthetics. But at the end of the day, quality beats aesthetics any day, anytime. With that, we've come to the end of this video. I want to thank my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and don't forget to like. You can leave a comment in the comment section. Let us further interact there and tell me what you think about any of the points I've made. If what I said made sense, if it didn't make sense, just leave it for me on the comment section. With that, bye.